When we're working with either emotional trauma or with chronic shame and we're trying to heal, we have to work with both the unconscious and the conscious. You can't work just consciously. And that's because a lot of the core convictions and the wounds live in our unconscious minds and body. And so we've got to engage in those ways. It's also because we're really working with the emotional system, and a lot of that emotional system happens unconsciously. We're not aware of the emotions, but they're still shaping us. And that is true of emotional states that have got distorted because we've been wounded in some way or another. It's also because learning that's embodied and unconscious is more powerful and more enduring than learning that relies on consciousness, on cognitive effort alone. If you remember learning French, to have to think your way through a sentence consciously is really difficult. Once it's become embodied, once it's become part of your kind of unconscious ability, it's written into that different system, it's much, much easier to converse. So we can study compassion or we can practice cognitive reframing, but those really remain fragile until they take root in our unconscious mind and body. And at the same time, consciousness, of course, does have a role in the healing process because first of all, it gives us an understanding of the land we've got to traverse, of what we've got to cross. We can have a picture of what we need to do. It can provide a scaffold that helps to hold us as we're doing the inner work, to stop it feeling so overwhelming so that we consciously know what we're doing or what we're trying to do, that we're working with the unconscious. Even if that's all that we hold, it can still make a difference. And also consciously reflecting on the memories and the emotions, on things that arrive from our unconscious into consciousness, can help us really integrate what we're learning and draw it into a sense of self that then allows us to use that as a foundation and a platform for change. So healing really involves this continual movement back and forth between the conscious and the unconscious, and we have to be working with both.